When the name Bobby Fischer echoes in the halls of chess history, it reverberates with the thrill of genius and the chill of madness. So begins the tale of a man whose prodigious talent for chess was matched only by his personal demons. In the summer of 1972, the world watched in awe as Bobby, the young American prodigy, toppled the Soviet titan Boris Spassky in a historic game that shook the very foundations of chess. But Bobby was more than just a grandmaster. He was a paradox, a riddle wrapped in an enigma. His rise to fame was as swift as it was dramatic, catapulting him into the limelight and etching his name into the annals of chess history. Yet his brilliance on the chessboard was often overshadowed by his tumultuous personal life and the controversies that seemed to trail him like a shadow. As we journey deeper into the life of Bobby Fischer, we'll explore the fascinating dichotomy of a man whose genius was as captivating as his madness was unsettling. What was it that drove this prodigy to such great heights, and what led to his eventual downfall? Stay tuned as we unravel the enigma that is Bobby Fischer, a chess prodigy, a controversial figure, a man whose brilliance was as captivating as his madness was unsettling. In the world of chess, Fischer was a shooting star, illuminating the game with his extraordinary talent. This young prodigy was not just playing chess, he was weaving a narrative of triumph and anticipation that would shake the world to its core. Born in Chicago, raised in Brooklyn, Fischer was a child of the city's concrete jungle, but his mind was always on the chessboard. He was a relentless competitor, a master strategist, a warrior of the black and white squares. By the tender age of 14, he had already claimed the title of the youngest US champion in history. A feat no less than a miracle, yet just the beginning of his extraordinary journey. His relentless pursuit of excellence led him to become the youngest grandmaster at the age of 15. The chess world watched in awe as this young prodigy made a mockery of the age-old norms, proving that age was just a number when it came to brilliance. The crescendo of his ascendancy came in 1972, when he challenged the reigning Soviet world chess champion Boris Spassky. The world held its breath as the teenage prodigy from Brooklyn squared off against the Soviet titan. The game was not just about winning or losing, it was about pride, about proving that a young American could shatter the Iron Curtain of Soviet dominance. Fischer's victory against Spassky was a testament to his genius, his dedication, and his unyielding spirit. It was a moment of triumph, a moment that etched his name in the annals of chess history. He was the boy who conquered the chess world, but little did the world know, the game was only beginning. As high as Fischer soared in the realm of chess, his descent into controversy and madness was equally precipitous. This scene takes a deep dive into the stormy weather of Fischer's personal life, the cloud of controversy that shrouded his later years. Bobby Fischer, the man who stood atop the chess world, was not just a genius, but a man of profound complexities. His genius on the chessboard was indisputable, but so was his penchant for controversy. Despite being a Jew himself, he made anti-Semitic remarks that shocked the world, tainting his reputation. He also made misogynistic comments that left many perplexed. His words were as sharp as his moves on the chessboard, but they cut deeper, leaving wounds that wouldn't heal. His mental instability only further fueled the fire. A man who once plotted brilliant chess strategies was now plotting against imaginary enemies. He was seen as eccentric, unpredictable, and increasingly volatile. This was a side of Fischer that contrasted starkly with his poised demeanor at the chessboard. As the years went by, Fischer became more and more isolated. The man who once held the world in his hands now shunned it. He lived in self-imposed isolation, a far cry from the adoring crowds and flashing lights of his heyday. He was no longer the young prodigy who took the chess world by storm. He was a man lost in the labyrinth of his own mind. The world watched in dismay as the genius they once knew spiraled further into his own world. The same mind that had once conjured up brilliant chess moves was now conjuring up conspiracy theories and controversial statements. The chessboard, once his battlefield, was now replaced by a battle within his own mind. Bobby Fischer, a man who once stood atop the chess world, now stood alone, lost in the labyrinth of his own mind. Fischer's life was a spectacle of brilliance and madness, a saga of triumph and tragedy. A teenage chess prodigy, he made history, shattering the Soviet stronghold on the chess world. His remarkable talent and dedication saw him become the youngest US champion and grandmaster. Yet, his brilliant career was marred by mental instability and controversial remarks. His tumultuous personal life, coupled with his genius on the chessboard, has left an indelible mark on chess history. Bobby Fischer, a prodigy, a champion, a pariah, his life was a game of chess played on the grandest stage, a game that continues to captivate the world long after the final move was made.